thanks on behalf of my brothers. Really thank everyone for being here. It's really comforting that you're here. And I know some of you came from a very, very long way away, but we're really happy that you're here. I want to start out by reading the obituary that Eric wrote, and I think it's just so beautiful. It says, Mom was born on a small dairy farm on March 11th, 1929 in Jackson County, Ohio, to Benson and Eula Cherrington Westlake. Although a simpler time, the work was physical and never ending. From childhood, she adored her family. Her oldest sister, Maxine Westlake, died unexpectedly while she was attending nursing school at I think she was about 19 or 20 years old. Her brother Wendell would marry after serving in the Navy during World War II. Wendell and his wife Betty Westlake were blessed with 4 children: Joan, Jude Westlake Moyer, Janice Westlake, and Wayne Westlake, all who now live in the Golden West, in basically Arizona and California. Ethel's mom's youngest daughter, Carol Schmidt, had 4 children: Lorraine, Otis, Nancy King, Nancy Sierra with her husband Danny, George, and Jane Walter. Ethel, mom, was the last surviving member of the Westlake children. She missed her mother and daddy, brothers, and sisters deeply. Mom left the farm to move to Columbus, Ohio, where she pursued an education in cosmetology. She caught the eye of a young Air Corps veteran, Arthur Ireland. They married on November 23rd, 1948. They started their life together, humbling in an Airstream trailer, and later into a new house. They had to move it into a trailer because it was right after the war and there was no housing at all. And so actually, Mom's dad bought it. My grandfather bought the trailer for them as a wedding present. Wow. Yeah. And I was a baby there, so I don't remember. I was a little baby. And they later in the new home on Waverly Street in the Eastmore section of Columbus. The first child, Garth, joined them, and later Eric and Brian. Although busy with a young and growing family, she continued her cosmetology career, sometimes working late into the evenings and weekends at the salon. She really didn't start back to work until Brian was in kindergarten. Because of her dedication to the kids, she would not work while one of the kids was still at home, and Brian was the last one. So after that, she went back to work. Ethel was extremely proud of her sons as they all graduated from Ohio State University. Garth, with his wife Mary, would have 5 children: David, Joseph, Rachel, Sarah, Adina. Eric would have 4 children: Catherine, Brant, Garrett, and Kelsey. And Ethel was blessed with 29 great-grandchildren. Mom and Dad were married for 62 years. They had enjoyed camping with the boys. And that was the first week we were out of school. We got in the trailer. He insisted on it. This is what he looked for all year, as did we. To get in that trailer, the first school's out, the next week we're out camping. So we went all over the place. We went to Carolinas, we went to Florida, we went all over the place. And each time, Dad had planned out a route. So he was very knowledgeable of history, and we stopped all over the place. He got lost 100 times. All over the place. What?
Didn't he get lost a bunch?
We got lost all the time. All the time. But the funnest part was we went to the campsite. And Eric and Brian and I would get out and just watch as they backed the trailer into the campsite.
I got whipping. Art, you're whipping the trailer. You're whipping the trailer. Oh, yeah.
They fought and fought and fought to get that trailer in there, but they always did. They were always successful, but it was always the highlight of our vacation. To tell you the truth, it really was. They loved traveling, square dancing, genealogy, and spending time with their grandchildren, for sure. Mom cared for Dad his last years with strength, compassion, and love. With his passing in 2012, actually 10 years ago, almost the same time, she started her solitary existence with resignation and some excitement. quilting, volunteering at nursing homes to style residents' hair, and ushering at the Ohio Theater. Always her greatest joys in life were her sons, their children, and their grandchildren. Eric's wife, Teresa, became a cherished daughter to her. There she is. Focus. Sorry. She would combine that raising 3 boys was an unforeseen gift. The boys gathered around her in her last difficult years and helped her age in the precious home until her health care needs became too great. And a few years ago, she moved into Algar Healthcare Center to be cared for by me and by my son Joseph. Grandchildren visited frequently, and the loving staff. Her life journey ended peacefully with loving family and caring caregivers guiding her back to her beloved childhood home on the farm in Jackson. That she spoke of so often with her mom and her dad and her siblings.